Oh, you have to Josh and Milo. So this is just a quick run over the traditional plant introduction. Use this with the youth at the urban farm and the youth build program to introduce them to some of the plants that we were growing. Some of the plants as far as traditional plants, cedar, sage, sweetgrass, tobacco. Um, in some of the studies that show that they're considered medicinal plants by us in a traditional sense, but they're also listed as medicinal plants on the National Plant Registry. So that there are qualities to these plants that can be used in our everyday walk of life and that are being found to be powerful medicines that reflect why they are held so highly in our regard. So I'm just going to read through some of this. Some of this, as far as like the tobacco, the cedar, sage, sweetgrass, and the value that it has, um, even more so than on top of being sacred plants to us. So, all right, tobacco. Through South and North America, tobacco is used in a diversity of ways. It was chewed, sniffed, smoked, eaten, juiced, smeared over bodies, and used in eye drops and enemas. Its uses varied depending on the culture and location. It ranged from medicinal as a remedy for ailments to purely recreational, consumed by both men and women, and also mystically. A connection to the spiritual world. Its purifying smoke was blown over fields before planting, over women prior to sex, blown on the warriors' faces before battle. It was offered to the gods as well as accepted as their gift. In other words, tobacco smoke was believed to carry blessings, protection, and most of all, purification. Tobacco is our medicine, demonized only by the manipulation of the smoking industry. Cigarettes are tobacco-like products, not in fact simply tobacco. It is also listed in the official plant registry for good reason. We must first distinguish from Big Tobacco's plant and the original plant. The industry tobacco has 5 additional chemicals bred into it. The ancient breed only has nicotine. So the health benefits are more easily accessed through oil infusion, which is exactly how one of the following studies was conducted. UCLA neurobiologist Marie-Francoise Chezelet showed that nicotine increases levels of dopamine, a neurotransmitter essential for boosting attention, reward-seeking behaviors, and risk of addictions. From gambling to drugs, dopamine helps control movement. Nicotine receptors in the striatum, the comma-shaped structure near the center of the brain, where movements are planned and controlled, are near the terminals that regulate and emit dopamine. Even a small dose of nicotine, Cheselet found, stimulates the release of dopamine in the striatum, putting the brakes on movement that otherwise would go uncontrolled. And the effects suggest why nicotine can help Parkinson's disease. Nicotine has separate mechanisms by which it may protect the brain cells aside from its influence on dopamine, Lloyd says. One of the functions of nicotine receptors is to moderate the entry of calcium into cells. The presence of nicotine increases the amount of intercellular calcium, which appears to improve cellular survival. Nicotine may have an antioxidant effect, serving to mop up toxic free radicals produced as a byproduct of metabolism, thus protecting the brain. The neuroprotective effects of nicotine were studied in a randomized clinical trial involving 67 subjects in early stages of Alzheimer's disease, where memory was slightly impaired, but decision making and other cognitive abilities remained intact. They received either one 15 milligram nicotine patch or placebo for 6 months. The results found significant nicotine associated improvements in attention, memory, and psychomotor speed with excellent safety and tolerability. All right. And then we'll go down to cedar. All right, physical benefits of cedar oil. Benefits aren't just mental, it can also bring about a number of positive physical effects. Some people find that it can aid in mitigating hair loss. Massaging the hair regularly with its oil can boost the scalp's blood circulation and stimulate hair follicles. Promoting hair that is strong and vibrant, you can add a few drops to your favorite shampoo or conditioner across your scalp, leave it for a half an hour before rinsing it. The essential oil's anti-astringent and anti-seborrhea properties make it well suited for dealing with scalp itchiness and dandruff. Cedar oil's antifungal and anti-inflammatory properties make it ideal for treating skin problems such as acne, eczema, peeling, redness, inflammation, and itchiness. You can add a few drops to your essential oil to your moisturizer like almond, jojoba, avocado, and apply to affected areas of your complexion. People who suffer from arthritis report that the oil has a soothing effect on symptoms like joint inflammation and pain, as well as muscle soreness. The best way to get the benefits is to drop a few tablespoons in a carrier oil and massage it into the painful areas. Sage. Out of the many health benefits of sage, some of the most important include its ability to improve brain function, lower inflammation throughout the body, prevent chronic disease, boost the strength of the immune system, regulate proper digestion, alleviate skin conditions, increase the health and strength of bones, slow the onset of cognitive disorders, and prevent the onset of diabetes. Modern research has discovered that the impact of sage on the human body can be considerable, which is why sage is widely exported around the world and made into recipes from the United States to the Middle East. Health benefits of sage, cognitive boosts. Researchers have shown that even in small amounts, sage, whether smelled or consumed, can increase recall abilities and memory retention in subjects. The brain activity also demonstrated increase in concentration and the focus on a chosen topic, which means that for young people in school or those in challenging, intellectually demanding careers, adding a bit of sage to your diet can be a subtle but effective brain booster. Inflammation issues. The chewing of sage leaves can not always be the most pleasant remedy, but as the flavor can be quite intense. But this is the most effective way to get the organic compounds acting in your system the fastest. Creating a tincture or steeping the leaves can also do the trick. But if you suffer from inflammatory issues, particularly the respiratory or gastrointestinal tracts, you can eliminate that inflammation with the sage brew. Cognitive, immune, bone, skin conditions, diabetic prevention, digestion. All right. Smudging dates back to prehistoric times and still very much in use today worldwide for cleansing everything from dwellings to human spirits. However, recent research has shed light on the popularity of this activity, revealing that burning certain plant matter actually clears harmful bacteria. All Western use of burning herbs for plant and spiritual purposes aside, the activity rests firmly in the sensibilities of ancient cultures, in that historically smudging was well believed to put forth the spirits of various allies to provide ease and balance to an individual or group. In this way, the practice was used to clear spiritual and emotional negativity that had built up in the body or space. There are skeptics who belittle the practice as unscientific and akin to magic. The practice has a negative association to a form of cultural imperialism, where traditions of dwindling indigenous populations are co-opted by descendants of those more or less conquered them. The scientific paper entitled Medicinal Smoke and published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology focuses on a scientific lens of the practice, which is becoming more and more widely practiced, despite skepticism. It serves to play against the role that this activity has played in culturally diverse range of religious and tribal beliefs. The research study looked into herbal and non-herbal remedies that were administered by burning of various matter. The research included information from 50 countries and over 50 continents, and found that predominantly smoke administered medicinally is mostly used to aid lung, brain, skin function. In addition, it was revealed that passive fumes doubled as a sort of air purifier. The purpose of the study was to see whether the medicinal smoke deliveries could be explored by Western medicine, because the advantages of smoke-based remedies are rapid delivery to the brain, more effective absorption of the body, and lower costs of production. All right, sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is also known as holy grass because of All Saints' Day. People in Northern Europe strew it in front of church doors. This was done because of when they walked over the strewn grass, it brought a pleasing aroma. In France, people use sweetgrass to add essence to candy, soft drinks, tobacco, and perfumes. All right, sweetgrass. Indigenous people of North America have been specifically using sweetgrass traditionally for their religious ceremonies as well as specific therapeutic purposes. The tribal people inhale the vanilla-like smoke of sweetgrass to treat certain health conditions, including common colds. In addition, they also burn the grass to repel insects. The leaves of this herb are used to prepare a tea that traditionally drunk to cure sore throats, coughs, fever, as well as venereal disease. Occasionally, the herb has also been employed to end uterine bleeding as well as to get rid of afterbirth following childbirth. There is a time when extracts obtained from the herb or decoctions prepared from it were employed to wash the hair and the body. People also use sweetgrass in the form of a body rub. Earlier, many indigenous groups in North America consider the sweetgrass to be a holy plant and have been using it in the form of incense in nearly all sacred rituals, healing practices, purification processes, initiations, as well as peace ceremonies. They believe that the vanilla smoke aroma of the sweetgrass not only purified the spirit, but brought holy messages to the elevated levels of existence. Native tribes in North America are of the view that nature, what they call it as Wakantaka, is able to understand the messages sent to them through the sweetgrass smoke better than those which are spoken in the form of prayers and hymns. Sweetgrass was also used for a variety of therapeutic purposes, including the form of a solution for eye wash. It was also used for treating problems such as chapping and windburns. Alternatively, natives mix the sweetgrass with Trotrichium occidolate, commonly known as meadow rue, seeds for preparing an herbal tea which was drunk to clear nasal congestion. The Karak people inhabiting north regions of California use this particular sweetgrass infusion for treating women suffering from miscarriage. It was said that the drinking this grass infusion also facilitated in arresting the growth of the fetus in pregnant women. Some other uses of sweetgrass are described: aromatherapy, hair wash, making baskets, perfumes, and pillows and mattresses and beds. So again, like I said, it was just an introduction for the youth that we had to show that we can employ the use of our medicines in a broader sense in our life and apply that credit to them, and show again that no matter what we're studying, if it doesn't include consciousness, it's not complete, right? So all of these plants, and then that reflects to food as medicine and gardening and nature, and how we relate to those things. So again, this was just an introduction for sacred plants, and I appreciate your time. Cool.